What's up, YouTube? Steve at TheWhiskyWatch, next to my good buddy here, Sniff.
Sniff of ScotchNSniff? Fantastic.
He's in the house.
All right, that's weird. We are in a house.
We are in a house, so it's apt. It's not weird.
It's accurate. Apt. All right, so today we're going to do something. I really wanted to do a video on this for a long time.
And I'm honored to be here for it.
What? Yeah, no, of course.
Honored.
There are a ton of people who love talking about sherried whiskeys, but I'm not sure how many of those people have actually sat down and tried sherries. So today we're going to walk you through a little bit of some of the more common types of sherries that are used in sherried whiskeys, and then I should have brought Oloroso. And then talk about like some of the notes that are in them so that we can like get a good feel for it. No, I said that just now because the only one I can think that uses Fino was the Macallan 12 Elegancia, which was travel retail. Oh, the Cargis. Yeah, the Cargis did Fino too. Perfect. Never mind. We good. Okay, so as you can see from these colors, I'm assuming that we're going to roll some B-roll right here. As you can see from these colors, they are ridiculous because it goes from light motor oil to you need to change your oil to your motor's going to explode. Pretty much is what...
And if you're not a car person, water, whiskey, syrup.
It literally is like syrup, though. It
really is. Pour it on your chicken and waffles.
Hold on, I have to...
And watch yourself get kicked out of that restaurant.
I'm going to pour some so you guys can see this.
Glop, 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 glop.
It literally... I think that really pours like motor oil. This is something else.
Dirty motor oil.
So yeah,
Which I would never have thought of talking about on a whiskey YouTube show.
I can't
Dirty
help it.
motor oil.
I like cars.
Yeah, but you don't like the creosote, the oil, the tar, whatever that comes along with some of the peat.
Yeah, but
so
working on cars is fun.
Burned car oil, peat notes.
All right, so there's a huge point of contention that's going around right now in the Scotch world that not all sherry is sherried. And actually, the people who own a lot of these bodegas are trying to fix that right now because there are people who are calling stuff sherry that isn't made in the sherry triangle, as it were. If you look this up on like Wikipedia, it's hard to miss. But basically, they're having the same problem that the Japanese whiskeys are having right now, is that none of their name is tied to a specific terroir, and that's causing issues. So they're trying to fix that now. So you'll see a lot of things that are now like not called sherry anymore. They're really trying to give other types of wines different names so that they don't get confused with this, which was happening for a while. I'm trying to think of brands that got caught up in this, but that's neither here nor there. But we'll start with the Fino. On the nose, this is really not okay. So I'm actually not a fan of these notes.
Do you really want to know my
Yeah, what are you getting?
note?
Yeah, absolutely.
Urine.
I'm getting feet. Yeah, you got urine. That makes me feel so much better. Because I was like, man, this is not good. I'm not getting urine, but...
No, it's...
Bottoms up. Okay, this is the problem that I've had with Fino before. That is incredibly dry. Like the level of tannicness, the tannins, it is so tannic and dry.
So I will say that, excuse me, I really enjoyed the Lafroig Cargis that had
I finished in Fino.
Yeah, it was great. It was so different, which is what I love about Scotch. It was drying.
It makes sense.
It dropped. Then you get a little bit of peat.
You've got urine and feet in Lafroig. I mean, it's already there. This is just accentuating those notes that you already get from peated whiskeys. This is perfect.
Hey, I'm glad I fell right into your peat-hating trap. That's why I came down here, to be trapped into the peat hatred.
No, it's... So the Cargis, generally, even I've enjoyed those. Those are, some of them pretty good, depending on which wine cask they use. But if I had to drink Fino straight, though, and use this to judge it by, I'd be like, no. Not even... No. Man, that's... I need some water. Yeah. That is uncomfortable.
Water break. Yeah. Let's try one of the other ones.
All right. So that was Fino. If you guys have never tried it, this is my second time trying a Fino. I don't recommend it. The last one I had wasn't this weird tasting, but it was definitely just as drying.
So I don't think I'd go so far as to say I don't recommend it. I would say if you like sherried Scotch, I would say you do yourself a favor by trying all varieties of sherry, so that when you're tasting the whiskey itself,
you know those notes.
You know the notes, and you can.
Is that urine? Yes.
Is that feet? Why, yes, I think it is. And if it's in a Lafroig or a peated whiskey, it might be feet wrapped in bacon.
Perfect.
Just saying.
The stuff that dreams. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, so Amontillado.
Yeah.
This Amontillado smells incredible. There's just a little bit of like round. Oh, what do I describe that as?
Grape alcohol.
So it's not as grapey as like a cognac or an Armagnac, but it definitely has that round, like grape skin edge just to it.
Right. Very, very much.
Over quite a bit. It smells like raisins. It smells like rich, like. I'd even give it rum raisin. Like it really has. This smells incredible. Like this definitely digging in. Oh, that's cool. So rum raisin on the nose, like rums and raisins, like that kind of thing, with a little bit of almost like there's a fruitiness to it. I almost wanted to say like red apple. Like there's just this bit of fruitiness on the palate. This is, I like this.
Red apple. I got a little little raspberry.
So I get like apples, like apple peel, like right there at the end. There's this like.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's
a red apple peel.
Like apple peel.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I dig this. But I've always liked Amontillado. I've known this before. I've tried Amontillado.
You just like saying it. Can you say it again? So
no.
If you read,
I like armadillos.
Read the label. It is not saying armadillos.
It says armadillos. I can read. I can't read.
That's bottle too. Can you pour a little bit better next time?
Yeah, I'll try my best to spill it everywhere so that everything is sticky.
Everything smells like red apple peels.
It does. I like that a lot.
That one is good.
I dig that. Another thing that's nice about these fortified wines like Sherries, higher proof. If you're not into regular wines and you're looking for more flavor,
proof.
Just like with whiskey.
Talk about the fortified wine concept a little bit.
So like adding like liquor to wine so that it's just adding some distillate to wine to bring up the proof so that it stays together longer. You see, because regular wine's only good for a couple of days, but Sherries are good for. I mean, I've had ports that have lasted me literally 2 weeks.
Right, sherry and port would be the two most well known.
Sherry generally 15 to 18%, port generally 18 to 21%. Yeah. So these are pretty common for fortified wines, but very, very delicious, and it helps them to last a long time. This last one is PX, which we should totally do a B-roll shot of slow pour because it's going to be incredible. I know. We do these all. So we're changing the format of the show a little bit. You guys will notice there's going to be some like extra pretty shots in here, but we're still doing this in one take, so
mostly pretty shots of me.
Just trying to keep it interesting, and mostly very beautiful shots of Red Diesel.
Yes, Red Diesel.
So, oh my gosh, knows this. So this is Pedro Jimenez, also known as PX Sherry. I'm sorry that I didn't bring any Oloroso.
It doesn't smell like syrup, if you're wondering, even though it looks like it.
It smells like heaven.
Really?
To me, this smells incredible. It smells like caramel. It smells like super rich caramel. It reminds me really of port.
I would say that'd be apt. It does.
Yeah, it smells a lot like port.
A little bit of the port. And again, I get a little bit of raisin with it too.
I do.
Like some places I've been actually have raisins that have been soaked in port. And I would say that is what I'm reminded of here on the nose. How's that syrup taste?
This is candy. Oh my goodness. There's things I want to say that are not appropriate for YouTube. Man, it is good. But it is definitely can't. So these are dessert wines, which are generally drinking in aperitif glasses. Mm-hmm. Do not pour 6 ounces. You pour an ounce to 1.5 ounces tops, and then you drink it over the time you're having dessert and after dinner. Wow. Just wow.
You know, I can't stop thinking of drinking that with like a creme brulee or something.
Oh, absolutely. Like goodness. You want to get decadent?
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. So the next time you want to super impress your girlfriend because you're making her some creme brulee from scratch at home in your little ramekin with your torch.
Pull out some PX.
Pull out some PX like this.
And say PX. Don't try to pronounce it. It gets difficult, especially as you go through dinner and have a little bit more of the PX.
Yeah, you already can't read. Pedro. Now imagine trying to read in Spanish.
Jimenez.
Jimenez?
Jimenez.
X-Menez?
Jimenez. It's good. It is good. It's definitely my favorite of the sherries.
So this PX is why there's so many scotches that are finished in PX that have this sweet note to them.
Mm-hmm. Or that cake.
Oh my gosh.
Like the not a
Ooh, a raisin cake? Is that a thing?
Yeah, a raisin
Is
cake.
a raisin cake? Is that a thing?
A rum raisin cake.
Oh my goodness.
My brother-in-law's mother makes something like that.
This is so rich.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull.
Also,
I'm
if
gonna
she makes
pull
a cake that if she
one.
makes a cake that tastes like this, I'm gonna steal her away.
She's in Anguilla. You'd have to fly there.
That's fine. I'll fly to Anguilla. I don't know where that is.
So I'm gonna pull out this random bottle. Maybe again to your B-roll term, we can get to this. I don't make these videos all the time. He's speaking in a language I don't even understand. B-roll.
Video language? I don't speak that. I'm a photographer.
What is that? Bottle roll? You roll bottles along the floor.
This won't even roll.
That bottle.
This won't even
will
roll.
not roll.
It's shaped like a rhombus.
So I'm gonna have Sniff here pronounce it for you because he loves to do that.
Paulo Cortado.
Palo Cortado. It's another type of sherry, and Dwarves has seen fit to use that when they age this whiskey. I haven't tried it yet. Probably today at some point. But anyway, it just shows you that there's some experimentation going on as to what
Absolutely.
the various sherries will do to the whiskey in the cask. Do yourself a favor, grab some sherry, try it. Again, not 6-ounce pours because.
And this is one of those times like you can't always sit down with your wife or your girlfriend or your partner. It's 2019, I guess. You can't always sit down with somebody that you love and have them drink whiskey with you. Not everybody enjoys whiskey right off the bat, right? Sometimes you have to ease them in with other things. And this is one of those. This is a heck of a bridge that will like take you from like, oh, maybe your significant other likes wine. Well, now like, how about you try this type of wine?
Right.
And if you can get them drinking this stuff that's at 20%, all of a sudden they're going to be like, let me try some of that, 40% bourbon that you've got that sounds so good. And
Right.
you can point them towards things that have these types of notes in them so that they can see, oh, wow, there's so much more going on in there. And you can add complexity to their life and just, help them to be a better person.
Which is translated like whiskey.
But that's what whiskey does. Whiskey makes,
It makes
better
you
people.
a better
Absolutely.
That's you're talking about bridges. That's a pretty large gap.
Yeah, it's I don't mind building that bridge. That bridge is nice.
Okay.
It's a nice place to
It's
live.
a whiskey bridge.
So if you guys have ever sat down and tried different types of wine casks that you have from whiskeys, like what kind have you tried? Let us know in the comments down below. And if you tried these specifically, have you tried this PX? Good Lord.
Right.
If there are like really specific other types of sherries or fortified wines or wine finishes you think we should try out, let us know. And then, we'll give those a shot. So where can people find you?
The Whiskey Watch on the Instagram.
Oh, the Instagram.
The Instagram, if you've heard of that.
Yeah. Have you guys ever heard of Instagram? Did you come here from Instagram?
Maybe.
Cool. That's a good place to go. YouTube. So try that out. Let us know down below. Like, comment, subscribe, tip jar, Patreon, all that stuff. I don't even know what's going on, but thanks for tuning in. I'm just gonna drink the rest of this.